What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to talk about one of the best free-to-play obtainable champions in the game. Completely free. You can get her from the Hydra clan boss. I'm talking about the fragments that you can get from the chest. I'm talking about the one and only Mithrala from the Dark Elves faction. Excellent champion. Highly recommend that you guys absolutely go for her. Make sure you guys get those fragments in those Hydra chests. Great champion. Got the A1 poison double hit. Got the A2 AoE hex plus increased defense plus increased attack on a 3-turn cooldown, and then a team cleanse with the strengthen and shield. Absolutely insane. 30% of this champion's max HP. Very good. And then huge accuracy in all battles. And the thing that makes her super unique, especially for me, and the thing that makes me want to focus on her moving forward, is her passive. Her passive allows her accuracy to be converted into resistance. So you basically combine the two stats together, and then she has the that is her total accuracy. And then she also has this really annoying petrification ability from her hex, making her incredibly strong for crowd control. Great base stats all around. For a free champion, she's one of the best for sure. I'll show you guys my Mithrala and why I built her in the way I did. All right, so here we go. This is my Mithrala. Rebuilt her recently after finishing off the Titan event with the 5-star blessing. The 5-star is incredibly efficient for Mithrala because it does give her plus 150 resistance, 75 from accuracy, 75 from resistance. And this is how I built her in 1-turn stone skin, so that she has the ability to survive a nuke and obviously cleanse off any debuffs in the arena. She is focused on the arena in this build. There's many builds you can build her in, but for arena, stone skin makes the most sense, giving her a chance to apply her cleanse to help your team basically wake up or get out of stun, like Arman's stun, for example. After that, the rest of her gear is basically just pumping up her resistance and accuracy to give her the best chance of resisting debuffs and resisting lockouts. So the new Feral set's actually really strong because a single piece gives you plus 40 accuracy, and then a 2-piece basically gives you the equivalent of what a perception set would give you, and it has additional flexibility with a 3-piece being additional 40 accuracy. It's a great set for debuffers. Hopefully we get more pieces in the future. I would love to have a 1-turn stone skin plus a 4-piece feral. That would be really nice, because then you would have protection from the block debuffs as well as the stone skin, making her incredibly strong against champions like, for example, Astrolith. Astrolith here has the irresistible bombs, but that means Mithrala can't resist it. But with the block debuffs from the feral set, for example, this would allow Mithrala to be protected from those bombs. But yeah, otherwise she has to rely on her resistance. My current build, I have her at about 1300 resistance. This would probably give me a pretty good chance at being able to resist almost any champion without increased accuracy, I would say. Obviously, like if you have like a plus 4 6-star blessed champion, they're going to get some extra stats, and you know, with plus accuracy, 1300 resistance might not be enough. Actually, I'm very confident that won't be enough. So but 1300 accuracy should be able to stop most people that I see in the arena, and that's going to be her main role, to basically resist lockouts and crowd control, and then be able to cleanse and bring your team back. So I got her at 304 speed, pretty quick, decent amount of HP, but nothing too insane. I have to give up a lot of HP for these resistance and accuracy rules. Good amount of defense, but I would rather convert that into HP, of course. Fully booked, of course. She has great value from her books. Yeah, here are her masteries. I went with the defense support tree. I really wanted to fit improved parry into her build because this is a really good mastery against arena damage dealers. But I also wanted to go down the shield part of the support tree as well to give her some extra shield size. Arcane Celerity versus Swarm Smiter. You can definitely go here for extra 16 accuracy. But I feel like the turn meter from this is actually really good. She does get quite a bit of debuffs from her poisons, her hex. So it gives her a good chance of getting some turn meter back. I like this one, Shadow Heal, to give her a little bit of healing in longer drawn out fights. Because currently her build does not give her healing. Laura Steel gives her some extra stats. Hexer gives her extra duration or debuffs. And then finally Eagle Eye for some more accuracy. I think very standard masteries. For arena, you can definitely build her with War Master if you plan to use her to kill bosses, for example. If you're going to use her in dungeons against dungeon bosses, you probably want a slightly different build. Maybe a regeneration build would be pretty good. Regeneration build definitely works against like hard dragon, for example. You could definitely use her in spider, for example. You can definitely use her in places like Doom Tower. Because she's so strong, right? She can basically survive for a really long time and then just whittle down bosses just with the A1. So great champion, definitely worthy of your best gear, best survivability gear. And if you have the accuracy and resistance to kind of give her a chance to protect herself from getting crowd control, then that's really good as well. Going over the pieces here real quick. So we got the Feral weapon. Pretty good weapon here, I would say, for Mithrala. Got this helmet here. Again, some pretty decent rolls. Got the shield, triple speed, accuracy, resistance, HP percentage. Basically perfect sub rolls here. And then we got this glove, triple resistance with accuracy, no speed unfortunately, but still a very good glove. Chest piece, accuracy with resistance ascension with bonus resistance on the subs, and then speed as well. It's only an epic piece, but it's a very nice one. And then for the boot, got some double roll into defense percentage for some extra EHP. Got some resistance and accuracy as well. Could be better on the boot. More rolls into resistance or accuracy, but some extra tankiness is always pretty good. Ring, I think, is pretty decent. Single roll into HP, double roll into defense. Protection amulet here, not too bad. Protection is a good set for just some extra resistance just from one single piece. The other piece, the other set that has that kind of bonus is the Supersonic set. So Supersonic here, you get one piece, you get plus 20 resistance. So if you have some decent Supersonic, you can definitely use it just for resistance. Lastly, my banner here, pretty good banner, triple speed banner with HP percentage. And then the Ascension is definitely usable for Mithrala. All right, so let's take her for a spin. Mainly, she will be used in arena. However, she does have, like I said, many uses all over the dungeons. She can apply the Hex for the AoE Hex strategy, Hex teams. She can be like a solo champion against the Hard Dragon. Hard Dragon goes down to poisons way easier than anything else. So Mithrala is very good at that. She cleanses the poisons off from herself as well. In Fire Knight, I actually have a team that I was using for a while with Mithrala for stage 6. It was Mithrala plus Hellcath. It's an interesting team, but it worked pretty well. Just a tanky team for stage 6, so she can be good there. Sandevil Necropolis. Don't think she's going to be used here, but in Centranos, when the Sandevil doesn't hit you as hard, Mithrala is pretty good champion there, just for some poison damage. Shogun's Grove, she's excellent. She can be a cleanser, so she has to be speed tuned to be cleansing in the Shogun, but excellent. I do have some coverage from videos on this if you're interested to see Mithrala in action there. In Hydra, she's great. Hydra, she can definitely do lots and lots of support roles. She brings increased attack, increased defense, and then obviously the cleanse, and then survivability. Poisons do a little bit of damage, but most of her damage will come from her Hex on her A2. She's just generally very good support. But for my build with the Stone Skin, I'm going to go into the arena and we're going to find some teams that's going to try to debuff us. And then we'll see how Mithrala fares. Quick comment lastly about the blessing choice. I'm a little bit undetermined about the blessing choice. Currently, I have her for Brimstone because I literally just freshly built her. I feel like Brimstone is one of the more popular ones that you could put on Mithrala. You could definitely change this. The other ones that are actually pretty good for Mithrala would be Temporal Chains, a little bit of a speed manipulation there. You could also go for the other one would be polymorph, but the argument against this is that Mithrala is so much resistance that it's very unlikely for enemies to place sheep on her. So it's not the best. You won't get too much value from this too often. The other one you could probably go for, maybe you could go for cruelty in some situations. For example, for Hydra, if she was strictly a Hydra champion, you could go for cruelty as well. But I think those would probably be your main ones. So I think it's going to be polymorph, brimstone, temporal chains, maybe cruelty. But yeah, just a quick comment there about the blessing. So I'm going to build a team here. All right, so I put some random champions here together, kind of, just to kind of showcase Mithrala doing the cleanse and then having a other secondary champion come back and control the enemy team. That's going to be how it goes here. So let's start it up. So one way to use like a really good cleanser, basically let your, well, I was expecting Armans to do some debuffs, but guess not. So the Hex here is really strong because it actually has a chance to petrify, which is a really strong debuff. So just do some reviving here. So we got lots of debuffs. And then Arman's actually got petrified, which is really nice. And then now we got the cleanse off. Alright, and she can pitch in with a little bit of damage there as well with the A1 poisons. But we see she controlled the entire team super well, even though the Rotos killed two of our nukers. Just giving the Uko a chance to revive them. Very good showing there. So let's see if we can find something else. Let's play here. Do we use the same team? Let's use the same team. Why not? We might get absolutely blown away by this Hefrak, but we will use the Hex here to see if we can petrify them. Heal some buffs. All right, and you see the petrification here is super strong from Mithrala. Just an insane champion for crowd control. Then of course we can cleanse off everything. Make quick work of that team. Alright, so here's another way you can kind of use like Mithrala in a cleansing role. Basically, we're going to let Hegemon attack our team. Goffre here will use his passive to protect one of our nukers to keep them alive. And then if there's any debuffs, Mithrala will cleanse them off and then off they go, right? So let's see if this works. Okay. I guess we can use the Hex here for the increased attack. See if we can stun them. Big cleanse here. All those debuffs are gone. And then that's it. Alright. Try again. That Hegemon was like didn't land any debuffs in the beginning. Let's try another team here. Let's try against this Tormund team. Mithrala's actually not super good against Tormund because she doesn't bring block debuffs herself, so her buffs actually will trigger Tormund's freeze passive. It's not really the best. How about we try this team against Mikage with lots of debuffs here. Let's bring Uko back, just kind of like a not super tanky reviver. See how this goes. If we get CC'd, Mithrala has a chance to cleanse it off. Perfect. Brings everybody back. Take a bit of damage there. Let's bring them back. Okay. Looks like we're in trouble, but we're going to use the Hex to try to CC them. Didn't work out that time. Let's go back in there and try again. This time, I think I'm going to switch up the team a little bit. Okay, this time I'm just going to bring a UDK to shut down the A2 from the Wukong. And we don't need to bring another damage dealer. Our Wukong's going to die here. Okay, so we can try to CC them with the AoE Hex. Love that Mithrala just resists everything. Cleansing. Make sure our the rest of our team can come back and be able to land some big hurt. All right. Oop. Swift parry saves the day. Make sure Mithrala is quick so she can use the A2 again quickly. So much petrification happening. Kind of bugs out the game here a little bit. It bugs out the game a little bit, stalls it a little bit there. And that should be it. Alright. So very hard to kill the Mithrala there behind the UDK, of course, versus their one Wukong. Alright, so we're going to take this team against this other team here, against the Torment. So basically, Mithrala is going to have the ability to come in and cleanse off any kind of debuffs, giving the block debuff champion a chance to place the block debuffs, which strengthens your own team. So I have my Elva slightly slower than my Mithrala. Let's do this. And then we got the block debuffs. Everything is great. Increased defense, really good here as well because we have a defense-based damage dealer. Right now we don't need to do any more buffs or anything. Okay, don't need to do any more buffs. Big cleanse there. Unfortunately, did get frozen. Like I said, Mithrala is a little bit weak against Torment. All right. And yeah, Ario's going to pump here because she has Heaven Cast on and she has a ton of buffs on her. But there you go. Works super, super well here. The cleansing ability is super strong. AoE Hex, super strong. And then obviously increased defense, increased attack for some flexibility for team building, super strong. Another area that I didn't actually mention was actually the Iron Twins. So I actually run this team for Iron Twins against Magic Affinity. Usually I run like a double nut team against Iron Twins because it's so fast now after the update. But against Magic Affinity, there is chance to weak hit, so I choose to run like a more safe 100% team. And it includes Mithrala in the team. She's very good, cleansing, brings strength in. And yeah, she just chips in with a little bit of poison damage against the Iron Twins as well. The other team where actually Mithrala is in, she's definitely really good in Spider. She brings the AoE Hex, which helps the damage spread across all the Spiderlings, helping them die, helping them dish out big damage to the Big Mama. So she can definitely be useful there. She's not in my main team, my main Spider team, which is basically this team with the HP burns and then the activations and then obviously the nut and roll guard finish. But I definitely leaned really hard on Mithrala for a long time. Again, I did mention you can definitely use her for Shogun as well as part of the cleansing champions that you need for that dungeon. So yeah, that's my Mithrala build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it shows you guys how to manage some of your stats. For the gear, you're definitely just looking for speed, accuracy, resistance. If you have HP percentage, that's really good because HP percentage will increase the size of the shield that she places, which is a big part of her survivability, as well as increasing your team survivability. That's why I did focus a little bit on the shielding here a little bit. So it's very, very good to give her a little bit of HP. But yeah, make her fast, give her lots of accuracy, lots of resistance. It's all going to depend on what level your account is at. So for me, 1300 resistance is kind of what I need to feel comfortable bringing her into fights against, Yumiko's, warlords, and that those types of champions with really high accuracy. I love Mithrala because for me, she's one of the only champions that you can kind of reliably depend on to resist things. Nowadays, with the inclusion of like the Feral set, which is another accuracy set, there's not going to be, let's just say there's not going to be a huge resistance meta. There's already not really a resistance meta, but it's going to be even less so because you have this Feral set here, which is another accuracy set on top of a perception set, which is already a really good set. But we just don't see many resistance champions because not many champions can scale resistance up high enough to tackle all the bonus accuracies in the game. But Mithrala is one of those ones that I think has a good shot at keeping strong resistance and being able to resist some of the stronger debuffers in the game, just mainly due to her passive. If they ever release like a resistance set that's really good, like we have Fortitude and we have resistance set, but they're just not good enough. But if they ever release like a really good 9-piece resistance set, then Mithrala's passive won't be so special. But until then, Mithrala's passive really enables her to stand out, at least for my account, because I'm pushing 1300 resistance. I can't do that on like another champion for sure. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the showcase. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the build. Maybe it'll give you guys some ideas. Appreciate your time as always. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think. See you guys in the next video.